second one. Let me get this up. There we go. Okay. Hello again, guys. And we're gonna do another VOD review. We're gonna be watching a Diamond Mercy today. By me. Really Kozan. Let's take a quick look. It's on console again. There's a lot of music here, actually. I think that gets turned down later on. Okay. There it is. There it is. Are we still gonna get a quick glance at what the team comp is? Actually, we see it all here. That's fine. We can go over it through here. Alright. Mercy in this team comp. Hanamura, it's alright. It's doable, of course. Soldier over here. Symmetra over there. We have a Diva over there. Reinhardt over here. And a Torbjorn over here. Now, out of all these people, the Diva is positioned very aggressively. I wouldn't mind if you were with the Diva specifically. As long as you notice when the Reinhardt is going out of line of sight there. Actually, the Reinhardt is going for a charge here. No, not a charge. He's going for the fire strike here. So if you're already with him at that moment, you're going to be able to power boost him and give him a little bit of extra ult charge. Other than that, you can be with the Diva, I guess, because she is in this aggressive position and she might need your healing a little bit. So you can be, you know, using her as a body block for damage, and you can kind of heal her up that way as you're jumping back to the point. Or you can kind of position yourself between them over here. So you can power boost the soldier when needed and immediately jump back to the tanks when they need healing. Because you are obviously the only healer in this composition. The Torbjorn should be pretty fine on his own. He should have his turret somewhere. I'm not sure where the turret is exactly. Okay, so there we see the turret. The turret is actually over here. So he's gonna have to make a new turret pretty quickly, actually. I don't like this turret. If you're ever playing Torbjorn, don't put your turret here. It's kind of easy to take down. Also, like, once it's taken down over here, it's kind of difficult for you to build up a new turret when the fight is already happening. Like, if it's all the way behind these buildings, right, you can kind of force the enemy to deal with it and then still have to walk all this way. And as they're walking to this way, you can build up a new turret. Instead, yeah, over here, they deal with it and immediately the fight starts and you don't have time to build a new turret. Symmetra turret's also a little bit awkward position. Okay. I don't like it too much, honestly. It's a bit too spread out. It's not really on the corners. We're not gonna go into that, actually. Okay, so you're healing the Reinhardt here, and yeah, like I said, right? If you were with the Diva right now, you could have probably power boosted the Diva and have the rockets give her more ult charge, and then immediately you could jump backwards with her as she goes backwards. But right now, you're not really giving any value. Tracer just immediately jumping behind here. You should definitely have jumped to this Torbjorn. Okay, you do it later on, thank God. So a little bit late there, actually. A better Tracer probably would have killed your Torb there with the slow reaction. Maybe on console it wouldn't happen that much, but I'm not sure. Phew.
Back up, guys.
Let me see that again, actually. So, I think... Okay, yeah, you do jump kind of occasion time there. I think you can just kind of leave the Torb for now. Like, the Tracer's pretty far away. He's not in an immediate danger. I would stay at the front right at this moment. Just because there's a Roadhog and a lot of people... Oh my god, look at how close that Roadhog is to your tanks. Okay, so let's take this into consideration, right? You look back, you don't see the Tracer on top of your Torb anymore. I would turn back around to your tanks and immediately start healing them for this Roadhog that's running in right now.
Back up, guys.
Okay, so they actually got punished. Also, you probably could have called out for them to back up a little bit more. Because, alright. Yeah, as long as you kind of communicate, right, you're Mercy, so you can kind of communicate with your allies and try to be the friendly person, making everybody work together, because you aren't the most mechanically demanding job. You can kind of try to coordinate your team. The soldier is up there on the high ground, way on the right. If your tanks are holding the doors straight here, immediately on the corner, especially with sim turrets over here as well, right? They want to be further backwards. If you notify your tanks already, just step like 3 steps backwards and hold on the corner over here. They are going to get cover fire by anything trying to get on top of them, like the Rodok, for example. He's going to get slowed down by the Symmetra turrets. Soldiers going to be able to have line of sight of them for a longer amount of time before they get on top of them. And now your tanks get punished way heavily. First of all, because you left them for the Torbjorn that I don't think he needed your help there anymore. He had his turret build up. And you should have an armor pack at that moment as well. So yeah, you kind of left them there, and yeah, you could have notified your tanks a little bit quicker. You know, if you're the shot caller for them, step like 3 steps backwards, and this would be avoidable a lot easier. Right now, yeah, this is just gonna devolve into a big mess. Like, it's unsalvageable already from that moment, right?
Where'd everybody go? Died.
Right. Also here, if you're ever in this situation, just grab your pistol, right? And then like, I don't think you really want, or well, gonna watch it one more time. You couldn't really jump to your Reinhardt anymore. You were trying to get away from the Moira. It wasn't working though. I would just say grab your pistol and try to get some little bit of extra ult charge. Maybe you would have hit her 1 or 2 times. It's not the biggest thing, just a tiny min-maxing thing. But it would have given you the Valk a little bit quicker. And then it would, you would probably already have it right now.
Okay.
Or maybe like now.
Sombra below. Sombra here somewhere.
I don't like how. Yeah, you can call this out as well. Like Torp, can you poke from the high ground? I want to jump to you.
Below.
Because right now you're kind of moving towards the open area, and usually people really like, after taking the first point, to just do a quick rush. So I had to do a quick rush before people get to set up. And that usually happens through the main door. So now you're moving to the main door, and even like, I think you probably just could have taken the staircase yourself, right? Like, there's no need for you to walk onto the point here. Yeah, you definitely should have just used the staircase.
Okay.
There's no need for you to be here that long. Like, even now, you could just poke left and then just walk up there.
Sombra below.
I think this is just a little lazy. And right now, oh my god, look at this hook. That hook should have, like, oh my god. Yeah, this is just a dangerous situation you're putting yourself in.
Come on, come on, come on.
Like, a better Roadhog would have seen you there and actually hit you with the hook. Or maybe kept it a little bit longer. Okay, you got Valk now. You gotta use it straight away, because this is turning into a shit show really quickly.
Behind us.
There's some Moira ult going on. You wanna heal everything that's getting hit by it. Okay, this is okay. So you do use it afterwards. Okay, so thank God your soldier does manage to get their mercy. You're a little slow on the Valk. I mean, this is still kind of okay. You guys do have, luckily, the Moira. Okay, so now you guys kind of cleaned up. That's pretty good. What you want to do right now, you want to stop healing until your Valk is over, and then you can start healing again to get more ult charge. Okay, so I think you were aware of that.
Sombra somewhere.
I think. I'm not sure, actually. You were healing there for a little bit while you were still in Valk, but maybe that was just a bit of a mistiming. Your positioning here isn't the worst. You know, it's hard to get picked, but you could be a little bit further backwards in the corner to the right. Just because you're kind of in front of the window right now, and you know, I don't think they have a lot of ranged people, but like, they might be able to. Oh, well, you're kind of safe. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. What I do want to point out is that you're not looking at the hero screen at all. You want to be more aware of like the enemy. First of all, you want to be aware of your own ultimates, right? You want to be able to kind of call out and realize what's happening in your ult economy, your own ult economy, you might be able to manage them here and there sometimes. Also, like if I think that's, who do you had again? Yeah, that's a McCree. So McCree, if he has his ultimate, you kind of want to be more on top of him, so you can start supporting him, or at least like continuously be aware of where the McCree is. If he doesn't, you know, then it's fine. If the Torbjorn from your team has an ultimate, then you can leave him a little bit more alone, because he's safer on his own, because he does have his ultimate. So you can, you know, you don't have to jump to him or rush to him in a rush or a mad dash.
Top right, guys.
And you're not looking at all at the hero screen. So first of all, you're not aware of whether or not the enemy is making any hero changes, or like, for example, a Widowmaker or a Hanzo making you, you know, certain terrain for you unavailable, and you're unaware of your own ult economy. So you don't know whether or not Moira has her ult, and if Moira had her ult, then you could call out like try to let me heal more in the moments where it's safe, so I can get my ult back. Okay. Oh, this is Moira over here jumping. I think she's already using her dash. I don't think it was necessary to jump towards her, honestly. This is a diva. You don't want to get too close to her. Obviously, a lot of damage when you get close to a diva. Also Sombra there, so you could likely be hacked there. Luckily the hack changes aren't here yet, so that's good. And Moira is just going to be able to shade away from here and be fine on her own, and then you could afterwards jump to her after the shade. Instead, okay, so yeah, you do jump there and put yourself in a lot of danger here. So that was a bit of an unnecessary maneuver. Okay, let me look at this one more time about your camera management. So you know that they're there. You kind of look at the main door to notice that they're not there anymore. So that's good.
They're all top right.
I don't know where you're looking at right now though, or why you're looking there. Like if you're in this corner, I would like it if you could try to rotate your camera a little bit more to the left to make sure that nothing's coming up on the staircase. Maybe you're listening in out for it though.
They're all top right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're looking that way. Okay, so I guess you wanted to look up on the high ground as soon as you turn around. Maybe that's like a console thing to make it easier. But alright.
Yep, no, they're still top right.
This position I don't like either. I would like to like because you know, you only really know the location of 2 or 3 people maybe. And I think as you were up on that high ground actually. Let's look again. Yeah, you can see clearly that there's enemies pushing from over here. So you want to keep tabs on whatever is pushing out on this high ground. And as you're pushing into here,
They're all top right.
and just moving casually backwards over here, you know, you're a very easy shot for anything that's up there. So if you don't keep tabs on it, then you can't put yourself into positions where you can line of sight them. Luckily for you, nobody went there, and you are using actually the right side here of that thing, the lantern, I think. For a moment you were using this, and now you're using this one, but then you... Okay, so you do check there for a small moment, but then you put yourself behind this, still putting yourself open to whatever's coming in from the right. And you're not aware really what is on the right at this moment. So I would say just try to dash towards this person right here. And try to heal from there as you got more line of sight from every location.
Top right.
Yeah, there's some bottom left. There's 2.
Also, you know, you can heal more people that way. Because right now the Moira and Torbjorn seem to be having a big fight over here. And it feels like you're unaware of it for a little bit. Or unaware of it for a small
Kill
amount.
that Mercy, kill that Mercy. Don't let it rest. Why do we let it rest?
Okay. Healing McCree. I like the it's good stopping healing the Roadhog from the McCree. That's very good. Okay, healing the Diva. That's fine too. Power boosting. That's okay.
There you go, good pick.
Okay, and again, right, you're just dropping yourself in front of the front door without really seeing what's in the front door, actually. And yeah, I don't like you jumping down here, actually, just because there's a fight about to happen up top there, and your people are poking for the small amount of HP, especially because there's a health pack right there. Yeah, that's an unnecessary amount of health that you're jumping down for. And he's not even being attacked. And now your team is pushing out here without your support. So that's something you definitely want to call out, right? I'm not up top. I can't support you if you push out. Okay, and we don't hear you communicate anything at this moment. And you're just kind of standing here when there's still a fight going on. So you're not getting any value at this point. Just because you wanted to heal that small amount of health, which a health pack would have given to the Torb. Luckily for you, they managed to frag out with their ultimates, but yeah, that could have gone very badly.
Kill that wizard. Let me farm more.
Yeah, if you were in a position like, you know, let's say 2 out of 4 times this goes well, or 1 out of the 2 times this goes well, and then 1 out of the 2 times, the higher you get, the easier people will be at dodging, or the easier it will be for people to dodge the D.Va ult, and it's gonna get rougher for you. They need you more often than being in this window also is kind of dangerous, in my opinion. You're kind of slow in following up here. Also, you're not checking whether or not your Moira, right, has ultimate again, or not. Because you do have your ultimate, and in case that's, she doesn't have her ultimate, you want to stop healing there, so your Moira can get her ultimate too.
4 minutes.
Very unnecessary healing here of the D.Va. Okay, going on the McCree, but also healing, so definitely want to do more power boosting there. D.Va ult, okay, that's an okay dodge. I would have liked you to use this corner a little bit better, or at least a little bit more. Or I would have liked you using this corner a bit better because it doesn't expose you from the entrance from there. But yeah, I think you thought that this one is gonna get through here. But like, if the D.Va ultimate is shot through here, it's very hard to shoot it outside again. I think it's doable actually, but yeah, I don't mind that dodge. That's a good one. Over here,
McCree, you're in the doorway. I can't heal you from there.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. You hit the you got some momentum, and then you
heal you from there.
got yeah. Okay, so let's paint this out. So you had some momentum, and then you got into the wall, so you lost your momentum. Otherwise, you could have just kind of tried to moment your way through the corridor. And then it's an easier heal for you.
Don't let her.
Okay, so the Winston is ulting here. I wouldn't mind you using Valk here. It is an ability that is very quick, especially because they're resing the tracers, so it's most likely that they're still planning to come in here. Going very close here again. I'm not sure why. Let me look at it. Okay, healing up and healing up this guy. That's okay. That's okay too. So luckily the monkey punched you backwards, so you didn't take as much damage from the tracer, but still losing a lot of armor there that you had from the armor pack from Torb. And where is the turret now anyway? Okay, so this is definitely a little. Yeah, you guys use it at the same time. That's just also like. If you communicate a little bit better, like next fight I'm gonna use Valk, keep Moira ult for the next one. You're gonna have 2 support ultimates over 2 fights instead of 1 support ultimate, or well, 2 support ultimates in 1 fight. So You want to try to win one fight with one support ultimate, basically. Unless if they start throwing in more ultimates themselves. Actually, they are using Falcon and Mario too, so Coalescence. So this isn't too bad. It's kind of a bad mistake by them as well. But again, like it's not gonna happen every game the higher you go. Also, this corner, by the way, where you were just standing right now, on this one, on the balcony. Oh, kind of over here, right, on this little dot. It's kind of dangerous because they can still shoot you from the staircase if they're going up there. Okay, that was a very dangerous hover as well. Yeah, you do not want to pass this post basically with this hover. You want to keep line of sighting unless if you know that the main door is clear. Oh my god, this res. That was a very dangerous res, my friend. Oh my, you're jumping up there again as well. Okay. Don't do that.
Just in case we get pushed off this point.
That was very dangerous. They were all up there, and they have. Let's see what everything that was up here. So they have Zen. Oh my god, Sombra, Soldier. Like I think it was sorry as well. I think it was mostly that they never expected you to do this. That none of them were aware of it. If they were a little bit more aware of their situation and surroundings, they would punish you a little bit harder here.
Just move, just move.
I know, but
Jumping up again.
Save it just in case we get pushed off this point.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Guys, push on the point. Don't stand here.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, you got Rodok and Diva on the point. Also, Torb with his ultimate is on the point, so it's unnecessary to make this call. It might get your McCree to go onto the point as well. But luckily, you guys frag, so that's
We're good. We're doing good.
luckily not too bad.
Take this top left.
Again, I want to reiterate here. I think this is a good moment to show.
Good.
Okay, you're healing up this Diva, and okay, now she's full. And now just let's try to count how long you're still healing when you could be power boosting. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So that's like a kind of 2-3 seconds where you could be power boosting, and in Overwatch that's a long time. Like just one different button, right? And I think you can be a little bit more on top of that, especially because it's so predictive, right? You see the bar filling on your screen. The middle of your screen is telling you, and we're done. Okay, power boost, right? So you can be on top of that a lot more, and then maybe you secure a kill there for the Diva.
We want to win. We take this top
Again, very
I'm trying to get
kind of dangerous with your position.
I'm gonna have to take a long way. Diva,
I'm on Diva. I'm on Diva.
I'm trying to get to some of y'all, but I'm gonna have to take.
What are you
We
saying?
want to win. We take this top left.
I'm trying to get to some of y'all, but I'm gonna have to take a long way. Diva,
I'm on Diva. I'm on Diva. I'm on Diva. I'm on Diva the
I'm
whole
trying
time.
to get to some of you, but John.
Okay, so yeah, that wasn't the very best of communication calls, in my opinion. Just call out, I'm on the low ground as Mercy. Please poke. Or please poke, I need to jump upwards. I'm Mercy. Well, they'll see your Mercy. And, you know, poke is usually the word people use for Mercy. And
Oh, okay.
because right now nobody knows what you're talking about, unfortunately. And it's taking too long for you to re-enter in this fight.
Fucking died.
Also, you probably could have jumped up here a little bit quicker. Just like start jumping to get it. It's okay. Let's not go into it too much. But yeah, that communication wasn't the best there.
You have Velk yet?
Diva, go up.
Okay. But yeah, the more you're gonna do those calls, you know, the easier it's gonna get for you. To be a little bit more specific and clear. Because you were just kind of calling out Diva, Diva, and people thought you were trying to say you wanted people to target Diva. Also, again, you're staying in the open here, next to this window, and anything still on the staircase, remember, can still shoot you. So it's a dangerous situation you kind of put yourself into here.
I'm taking care.
Kind of getting... yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Oof, that was a long time healing again. Power boosting the McCree is really good here. You have your ultimate, so again, try to be attentive to how much of your ultimate Moira has. I think I mentioned that, so I'm not gonna try to remember that I already said that. Also, you could have been a little bit further backwards, maybe?
Everyone back out.
Or at least
Everyone back out.
try to keep rotating your camera. Okay, let's try to...
Everyone back.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hear... Okay, so... Yeah, you can definitely hear the Junkrat is somewhere on top of that balcony right there. Probably near the Mega, right? Just outside to the Mega. He's probably just around that corner, so you can use his tire there.
Everyone back out. Everyone back.
So what I would do in this situation is just... everybody's full HP, it seems. Just grab your pistol and try to shoot it with your team. Try to keep as much distance from this place as possible. And yeah, just you can kind of hover here if you really want to. You can kind of be where McCree is, so he can help shoot the tire with you. But you don't want to be too close really to him in case the tire does get to you. But yeah, as long as you just kind of help shoot the tire.
Back out.
When everybody's full anyway. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I'm not fully sure what happened there. I think you just kind of misheard the location of the tire.
Oh my god.
Maybe? Is that what happened? Okay, so having to use Valk here, that's fine. Trying to... Yeah, you're keeping people alive, that's really good. Your Torp again has a good ultimate here, actually.
Got her. Got her.
Actually, I'm not sure where your Torp turret is. Oh yeah, I think it's up top. Oh, there it is. It's on the low ground there. Fair enough. Let me see this again.
God damn it.
Did he die to a trap? Oh my god.
Fucking tip.
No, well. That was a mistake from that McCree trying to chase the junk in the smallest corridor in the map.
Watch out.
Or one of really. Wait, are you power boosting the Moira here?
Watch out.
Well, McCree did just die, I suppose. I'd rather have you be with the Roadhog. Or even the Torp there.
Coming left.
Okay, yeah, you do go for the Torp. Okay, what we saw... This is good. You see them here, right, in the main gate. So at this moment, you can call out main gate. Main gate.
They're coming
Main.
left. Coming middle.
They're coming main. Oh. Okay, you don't want to do that. That was a bit silly. You just kind of presented yourself like, I'm Mercy, here to be shot at. Luckily they didn't though. And also you're not fully aware of what heroes they're running, so if anybody switched to Roadhog and actually was on top of his game there, you would have been hooked, my friend.
That was huge.
Alright, let's go over this. Okay, so afterwards, I feel like you're kind of in a panic. I don't mind the Roadhog healing here too much because he's kind of in the middle of things. But as soon as he kind of drops down, I wouldn't drop down with him. I would start healing the D.Va right now because she is now moving into the line of sight of all the people that are coming from main. It's kind of predicting, right, where the most damage is going to be. Over here we saw that only one person is over here and maybe one other person is over there. The rest of the team is all at the main door. And I think somebody's on the point as well. That the D.Va is fighting right now. Actually, let's take a better look. Okay, so Monkey's there. Okay, yeah, there is, I think that's Tracer over here as well. Is that Tracer? Or is it Junk? No, it's definitely Tracer. Okay, so yeah, that D.Va is in a lot of trouble there. You definitely wanted to start healing the D.Va that's running into the line of sight from everybody from the main door right now. Instead of like the person that's somewhere in a cubby hole over here. That's kind of still hard to shoot at from the main door. Also, it's a Winston that... how did Mario die to that? That's... oh well. Oh boy, and then you jump in front of the main door, right? So that's kind of bad. Alright, so really what you want to do is, before you jump down here, you want to have a quick look at... well, I guess you saw the soldier there. The soldier's behind you though, so that's still very dangerous. Like, you kind of were aware of the soldier's location here, but you still want to, before you jump down here, you want to have a little bit of a... also, you can see his healing pad here. So you know the soldier is there. So yeah, this is a dangerous jump. Maybe a bit unnecessary. Resing the Mara here is not too bad. I think that's okay. I would have preferred if you checked whether or not the Mara had her ult though, and if she didn't, maybe you would have been able to get a more higher value target. But I think she was the only one who died at that point, and well, I just don't like it because of the location really, and with the enemy team still all like you're kind of lucky that the Junk isn't here anymore. He pushed up and didn't notice you jump down. The soldier also dropped down towards his mercy, so he doesn't have the perfect line of sight. But you never were aware of this. You never stood up here, looked down on your opponents, and saw them actually move to those locations. You just kind of went for it, and you kind of got lucky in the way that they weren't targeting you.
That's huge.
All right, so this is also kind of weird. Yeah, if D.Va wasn't matrixing there, you would have actually been hit by that junk bomb. Like you're jumping into the line of, well, the projectile line that Junk is shooting at momentarily, like this. So you're really lucky that D.Va was on top of her matrix there. Well, I say really lucky. You would have lost half HP. But yeah, that's, you know, that's where a team fight can start losing from. Or you can start losing a team fight from. Okay, so you guys do a hold actually on the second point. So I'm wondering what happens, what really goes wrong. Okay. A good tip when you're a team is not checking the front door. Check the front door yourself. Make sure that there's no weird Junkrat trap or something being set up. Yeah, okay.
Let's go right, go right.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, let's talk about this. You could have been the one that made this a very easy situation for your team. Okay, so let's talk about this. If you notice that nobody else is doing this, you yourself need to be on top of the main door, look out the window, and be attentive to the sounds that you hear as well. If you hear a Torb hitting a turret somewhere in the corner and you notice you don't have a Torb, you can call out that there's a Torb turret somewhere in the corner just outside of spawn. If you hear a Symmetra, or let's actually go back here to show kind of what the corner would be. Oh,
Let's go right, go right.
actually called to go right. Anyway, yeah, if you're already looking through the window here, you should be able to see the Symmetra pass by this corner 80% of the time, if not more. If you're not accidentally just looking to the left and then she passes by, but like maybe 90% of the time you should be able to notice that this is happening, right? If not more. What should you do once you notice this is happening? It's very easy. You can call it out. Tell your Zarya to go first and the rest to wait 1 second to go in after her. Then the Zarya can get a lot of charge on her bubble. Right now she didn't get any charge because D.Va went out first. You kind of can be the shot caller to coordinate your team to do this appropriately. Yeah, so the Symmetra probably is like 60 to 80% to her teleporter because of this. Oh my god, yeah. You guys also don't pay attention to these balls. Like, yeah, okay, so you see D.Va matrix one of these balls. So at that moment you should already be aware to be a little bit more to the left over here. Instead you guys kind of You really walk into that one actually.
She's gonna have teleporter.
Okay, you do dodge the second one.
Still,
So yeah, she probably does have her teleporter right now. Actually, I want to talk about this team composition as well, because that's not really a clear target for you to be on top of. Let's see if we can have a clear overview of what you have. Okay. We know the last one was Moira. Okay, so you have D.Va, Zarya, Genji, and Tracer. So who would you be on top of right here, right? What would be the best target for you to be on top of? You don't have a shield. These guys are kind of survivable on their own, and they're going to be very divey. The D.Va is probably going to be more jumping in as well. She does have Matrix. The Zarya has her own bubbles. I would say that the D.Va most likely is going to be the one in front. Just because she has her boosters, of course, so she's going to be jumping in front of it. I would say try to be with the D.Va in this case. You can power boost the D.Va at the start until her Matrix runs out, or Zarya, her bubble isn't on top of it anymore. Also, of course, you want to kind of be aware that you're not too close to your Zarya, so you don't get... you don't accidentally absorb her bubble. Oh, it's a little steam thing there. I think I can... Oh, well. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Yeah, you want to be careful for Zarya and her bubble, that you don't walk into it when she's trying to bubble the D.Va. But you do kind of want to be with the D.Va, so you can support her while she's jumping in. But yeah, you basically want to be between your tanks and your Moira. Your Moira will then, as she's healing the tanks, also heal you, which obviously is the best thing that could happen to you. Okay. So yeah, I would say stick with the D.Va in this case. With such a team comp, like, it's not the perfect team comp. You don't really have like a clear target to power boost like a Soldier or a Junkrat. Or a McCree that could stay behind his shields. Luckily for you, smartly, your DPS goes kind of flanking heroes. So, you know, they don't necessarily need to shield as much. But yeah, you still need to be on top of your... well, probably the flankers, mostly. It kind of depends on your Moira as well, how much she jumps in after them. But I would say start out with the D.Va and then... yes, try to go from there. Okay, so... Let's see this in full. So stick with the Genji first, and like Moira now. You're still healing as well, not... Okay, so healing up the Zarya. Okay. This is not good.
I got it.
Look at this. You're healing up the Zarya. First of all, she's not the best target to go for, just because she does have her personal bubble still to go out with, first of all. So if you're healing her at the start, you're not going to get any value just because she, you know, that you're not going to heal something that's being bubbled because they don't take damage. So power boosting her here would have been better. But I don't like to power boost or advise to power boost a Zarya. Especially, well, you could, but not if she's low charge, basically. If she's low charge, it's almost no use. Your entire team is jumping in here, and basically you're not getting any value with this dive. You should have been more with the diving characters and been able to heal them up. Even if you're the first one to die within that dive, you're still going to get more value than you are getting right now, because they're already critical, and you're just healing a Zarya that's being bubbled.
She's one, she's dead.
Okay, and then you jump in after them. Yeah, I guess that's okay. It's kind of hard to really see that they would die there. It was a quick reaction you would have had to have, but yeah, it's okay.
No fucking way.
You got out as well. I wouldn't have really healed this mini D.Va anymore, actually, as you did. Like over here, I would just let her die because she wants to reset for her mech anyway.
No.
She actually does get the mech reset, but like it's impossible to get it there. Like there's the Junkrat. That's too much damage for her to do it. So you just give them more ultimate charge, really. The Moira you should be able to save. It's taking you a long time to get to her though.
No way, I tried.
taking you so long to get to her. I would definitely suggest
No fucking
as
way.
this.
I tried.
Okay, so as this is probably your best opening, right? Just shift towards her, and then catapult yourself with the space bar ability, of course, to kind of go more towards here. Yeah, you can kind of use the momentum you build up, and then use the space bar, use the catapult between the mines. Be very attentive to the mines and jump in between them. Don't jump on top of them, of course. And then you can kind of move behind the Moira, so you can immediately support her. Right now, it's just taking you too long to get to her, and ultimately you don't want to walk through the choke, of course, or in front of the choke, because you're gonna get spammed as well. But yeah, you didn't get any value there either, unfortunately. Genji low HP. Actually also, because they do have the Junkrat, I wouldn't have minded too much. Like after, well, you heal her up here, but after having heal her up and the junk, does the junk go back in time? Well, yeah, okay. So at this point, as soon as this junk kind of goes back, I would say it's kind of unnecessary to be with this Moira. What you could do to try and get some value in this downtime is go on top of the staircase behind yourself, go on top of the high ground, and even with your pistol you can kind of check whether or not the Junkrat put a trap onto the ledge, and you can clear that out for your tank, or like D.Va, right, or Genji to jump through. I think Genji's there right now, actually, so a little bit unaware of what is happening around you. I'm not, yeah, you know, it is more difficult on console to keep rotating around than it is on PC, but hey, also again, healing a bubble target once more, especially when this Genji is trying to get through the window. I would say just try to be with the Genji for a moment here, especially because it seems like he's getting really focused down by the Junkrat, and this is the second time he's jumping in there, so the Junkrat is already aware of him trying to go in here. So this should tell you that this Genji is gonna immediately be... Oh yeah, you can even see the Junkrat there for a moment, right? You can already see this happening. This Genji is gonna die. Yeah, okay. So yeah, again, you probably could have been a little bit more on that Genji. Also, you can try to shot call a little bit more in this situation. Try to convince your D.Va to go through the window instead of the main door against what they have. She can Matrix against the Junkrat. Actually, she does get the Junkrat afterwards. So that's really good.
Come on, guys.
Okay, you still don't have Genji though. So you could you have arrested him? I think you...
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Okay, well, you do try to heal the Mario. That's fair. And then the tire came, and you didn't want to deal with it, so that's okay-ish, I guess.
Guys, come on, guys.
Wait, what? Was that a tire? Yeah, it was. Okay, so they just miss it. Okay, that's fair enough.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
You want to call out to just wait for Genji at this moment. Oh, I did it again. I did this previous VOD too. Okay, so you want to call out at that moment. Just wait for your Genji. You have a big respawn advantage. The Genji is going to have to walk a short way in comparison to the Junkrat. And you're going to be able to go in with 6 again versus 5 if you just wait that short period. Especially because your Genji died a lot earlier than that Junkrat. It's no use for you now to push in 5v5 when you can go in 5v6. Alright. I think it's here. Yeah, okay, we found it again. Thank God. Oh, this is a long one too. I need to shorten my VOD reviews, dude. I talk too much. Okay. I am backtrapped. Surprise! I'm going on and on and on and on about Little Mercy Place and little min-maxing things. Now we should approach this situation, and now the video won't load anymore because the VOD review is taking too long. I think maybe I can just go over the points right now. Okay, so when what do I want you to do more? I want you to be more on top of your power boosting. Don't heal when it's unnecessary, and try to be on top of thinking about seeing your hero comp and then thinking about who's going to engage first and who's going to need my healing the most likely. So yeah, the Zarya should already be further backwards, right, than the rest of your team, because she's gonna want to bubble other people too as they go in. So being on top of your Zarya is not the best call, especially because she has to bubble herself. Try to think about those things a little bit more so you can get value there. Try to think a bit more about your own positioning and the enemy positioning especially as well. If you're diving around, you don't want to be diving around without really realizing where the enemy is. It feels like you're kind of diving around proactively without... What I would like to see is a little bit more reactive jumping around using your Guardian Angel ability. Yeah, okay. What else? Whipping out your pistol in case of the tire. And definitely try to shot call more. Just try to think of how you can approach the game a little bit better and smarter. Try to be on top of it. And yeah, keep track of the ultimates. Keep track of the hero thingamajig. The hero screen, for me, it's the tab menu. I'm not sure what it is on console, but I know for sure you guys have it. Just try to keep tabs on like what hero comp the enemy is running, because you know you if you see a change, you can call out for your team before it actually you blindly run into it. Especially for Mercy, you know, you're not as mechanically demanding, so you're kind of opened up for doing a bit more of shot calling. And don't underestimate how important shot calling and game knowledge are in this game, because it's not a purely mechanical game. It's not about just trying to heal more than the opponent. It's about outthinking and outplaying your opponents too. And also communication is very key in this game. So if you up your communication a lot and just try to approach it with a smarter mindset on what your team should do, when you guys should retreat, when you guys should engage, when you guys have respawn advantage or when you don't, when you guys should wait for one person to respawn or when you guys should try to retreat, you'll win a lot more games. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's about all I can give you, I think, for this moment. I think that's more than enough. I hope it was useful. I'm gonna be on top of my outro this time, so let me think about it for 1 quick second so I can do it properly. So if you're watching this on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow. I would appreciate it immensely. There's a YouTube or a link to my YouTube below as well if you want to check out more VODs. If you want to submit a VOD of your own for a review, you can do that on my Discord. I'm posting the link to my Discord pretty much everywhere on my Twitch, and all of my videos in the description and on YouTube as well. So you should be able to find it there. Yeah, if you liked it, enjoyed it, follow me, like me, and maybe subscribe if that's your thing. If not, then that's fine too. Maybe we'll meet someday in Overwatch and we'll just get to play. All right, that's about it, I think. And yeah, have a good one, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.